Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy, sir, of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC. And before you listen to this episode, I just got to let you know, I need you to stop what you're doing. Go to blkrenaissance.com, and I need you to shop for the culture. That's right. Anytime you use the promo code LLC20 at Black Renaissance Clothing's website, you will get 20% off your order. Off rip, no questions asked. So do me a favor and do it for the culture. Peace.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sade with Black on Black Rhymes. Step to the mic.
Mic check.
People always ask me where I get my confidence from, and I get it from inside. It's an inside thing, y'all. And when it comes to beautiful skin, I rock with Blendia by India, where her motto is, be confident in your skin. She has a variety of naturally made soaps to keep you smelling good, hair products for long, luscious, healthy hair, and even beard products for men. You know, we got to keep those struggle beards away. So visit blendiabyindia.com and use promo 2020skin to get 10% off your order. Thank you, Blendia by India, for being a sponsor of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC.
Hey, this is Butter So Fly of Powerlines Poetry, here to let you know anytime I feel good, I have to look good, so you have to listen to me. Make sure you go to gurudesigns.com, use a 3 instead of an E. The website is great, so you can get something for yourself, and then she makes custom clothes for men too. And guess what? I got a promo code for you. Use 20/20 and it'll get you 15% off of any order $25 or more. You can't beat that. Go to gurudesigns.com.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated. Repeat, the self-destruct sequence has been activated. This sequence may not be aborted. All employees proceed to the emergency car at the bottom platform.
Okay, we lit it just like a fuse, so no need to pick and choose. Welcome to 2020, where we do more than interviews. The hottest be coming through, jumping knowledge on all of you. Get a peek at the front of you with the truth that they offer you. Yeah, hands up, we doing it for the culture. To give artists and businesses more exposure. Keeping it real and stay solid just like a boulder. It's about to go all the way down, can't get no lower. Chasing my dreams, know that they get no slower. But if I stay running, I promise they getting closer. Moreover, success my older. And if you're sleeping on me, I'm waking them up like Folgers. I told you, coming from the land with the tide roll. Well, we'll be on a whole different vibe though. We like to ride slow and keep our windows tinted so you really can see us like Stevie Wonder waking up with his eyes closed. Yeah, got the kind of flow that rock the boat. On my 16s of pounds of dope. And if you figure you can hang with me on the mic, then grab some rope. Matter of fact, better grab some hope. While you at it, we keep it live, it's time to tune in. Turn up the sound on what you're using. It goes so hard, I think it's bruising. The show is 2020, no need to zoom in. Yeah.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy, sir, of the 2020 Podcast, LLC. Please say the LLC. And I'm back with my brother from a different mother, man. A gentleman I interviewed year before last. And it has been a huge change since we last spoke, bro. I feel like last time we was talking about dreams, and now you live in the dream, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, LEVON GRAY is in the building. So, brother, just like I told you before, this series is to discuss our thoughts on marriage. As someone who's newly married, I definitely thought about you because you're very vocal about what you feel about your wife and the process it took and what you went through to get to her. So I just wanted to kind of reach out to you and kind of pick your brain, because a lot of women feel like men don't want to get married anymore. And I feel like that's not the truth. So I reached out to you to get your thoughts. So one of the questions that we get a lot is, for you specifically, what does your ideal marriage consist of?
Just everybody doing their part. And that might change, like what that is might change from time to time. Like, people see, I don't like the way that people, and I'm not gonna get saying I'm choosing sides in the feminism movement, because I do, you know, from the definition of a feminist, that includes me as well.
Me too.
So, but I feel like people put down the women of like our grandmothers and their mothers and stuff, the women that tended to the home, raised the children, kept everything going, while the husband just basically provided, made the money, went out and got it. The women are the one that really took care of things. And people talk about housewives like and mothers like that's some small task. You know what I mean? Like that's not honorable. And I think there's something very honorable about people doing something to contribute, regardless of if that woman is out there busting her ass at a job, or if she's busting her ass cooking your food, having food ready for you when you get home, making sure your kids are at school on time, at football practice or whatever, ballet. Then, she's tending to herself, doing whatever she needs to do for herself, for her sanity, for pouring into herself, her growth. And, she has to balance that with whatever she does, just like you have to balance your mental health and everything with whatever you do. I think that there should be a mutual respect for what you both bring to the table, regardless of what that is. It don't have to be this much money or, you gotta be a maid. I just think you have to compromise a little bit and get in where you fit in the situation. And, it's very fluid because sometimes you might be down. There was a time where I was out of work and my wife had a job, and I had to, it was my job to make sure she got to work, make sure, I handled anything else I could because I couldn't contribute as I could before. Right. And that hurt my ego a little bit, as it would any man, but she had my back. And so it's, wherever you are in life, you play your role and you're going to, be a team. And sometimes you might have to throw her the ball or because you might drop it. But if she's letting you, if you're in a position to be out there getting it and you're leading, you got that ball, she's on your team, making sure everything is together. So like, I feel like, doing what you're supposed to do and respecting each other for what you bring and who you are, and, just listening, man, both ways.
Man. So let me ask you something. And this is something, like I said, I'm going across the board with. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that traditions can tend to get in the way of the concept of being married? Like a lot of times we hearken on the older way of doing things, but now I feel it's a different type of economy. It's a different environment. It's a different society from where it was 50 years ago. Do you feel that people sometimes cling to traditions more than they actually should?
Some people do, and some people don't respect tradition enough. There's something like that. There's something in tradition sometimes, not everything traditional is bad. It's just, we evolve as people, but, people evolve, people change, society changes, culture changes. What's normal culturally now is not what was normal 50 years ago. And we understand.
That's true.
So what's wrong? You know what I mean? I think it's all subjective, but everybody has a right to be treated fairly in life, even in the home, especially in the home.
Right. The safe haven, so you definitely want to feel like you're guarded there. You can take your armor off, you don't. I respect that, man. And that's one of the things that I look forward to in a spouse, being able to undress and not be the guarded individual that we have to be outside, being able to be more affectionate, with my wife. So another question I wanted to ask, and this is a little bit more of a personal one. As men, sometimes people find it difficult to say what they want in order to feel special, because we all want to feel wanted. But as LEVON, what were some of the ways that you knew you wanted to be romanced?
That I knew?
Mm-hmm. Well, even things that you didn't know, because sometimes that special person can show us things we didn't know about ourselves.
I didn't realize how much comedy was a part of that. You know what I mean? Like making me laugh is until I met somebody like my wife that just had me laughing at shit like you just crazy as hell. You know what I mean? It was a different romance.
Wait, what did you say?
I have a friend that has a theory that says, and this is completely inappropriate, but I don't care. It's funny. She said, I can laugh any man out his drawers. Give me enough time. And I found that hilarious, bro. Right.
Laughing at a man. And keep in mind, she was funny, but she was laughing too. Laughing at a man coaxes his ego.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They know what they're doing.
Right.
Strategy. They get you right there. They know how to get in. Some of them use it for bad, some of them use it for good, but yeah, it was definitely a different type of experience than what I was used to.
So let's get on the topic of the marriage itself. We discussed earlier, you had a previous run through with marriage before. The second time around, what were some of the things, because a lot of people I've spoken to, when one marriage ends, they kind of have this buffer period where they may not feel comfortable, getting back out there. So what were some of the things that kind of excited you about marriage to make you consider, I would get married again? Like, what were some of the things you look forward to?
Not feeling guilty about using somebody like we all do when we're looking up and fooling around. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in the church, man, regardless of what anybody might think about me. I do have a certain moral compass, and I lose my virginity till I was 18. Like I was very, very serious about respect, and I just, I don't know. I feel like, I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying you had a moral compass, like growing up in the church, when it was certain things that people look forward to get married,
Yeah. Of course, man. Like having guilt-free sex is a big deal to any person that grew up in the church and was serious about their virginity. But after that, my first marriage, it wasn't as big of a deal to me, but I wanted to be able to connect with one person and not have to look for things in different people. I do believe in monogamy. It might not be for everybody, but it's for me. I don't know. I just knew that I would be where I am today and further one day, and I wasn't going to trust nobody after that to really see me for me. So I prayed about that actually. It was like, I just would love to find somebody from Alabama before this all happens. And, I had a feeling things were going to happen pretty soon. I just didn't realize it was going to be that soon. I hoped for it, and I really did speak it into existence, man. We talked about that, but this was all part of that. I spoke a family and a life into existence. It comes with its, struggles, but it's worth it. It's not easy. Life has been hard the last few years, but it was literally 12 days from the worst and one of the best days of my life. So, I really, it's nice to see that this stuff, people call it manifestation and all of this type of stuff. No, it is that, but it's really, really simple. Once you shape your mind to accept that you will do this no matter what, including, have that family that you want, have that partner, be that husband, be that father, be that professional, whatever you are, you're gonna do it. You're gonna achieve that if you decide that. Just make up your mind and don't takes. You might not taste success until 30 years from after you start trying, but as long as you don't stop trying, at least you'll taste it. Or you'll die trying to be somebody and being somebody that was productive rather than somebody that was on their ass and not inspiring at all.
Okay. All right. So one of the recurring themes that we get with us, our generation, when it comes to divorce, a lot of time people feel as if that marriage failed or they failed. I feel like that's a negative way of looking at it. What was some of the things you had to, I guess, consider to not go into that mindset?
Or the marriage failed, or I failed. I have to remind myself not to be so hard on myself because I was very green. Keep in mind, I didn't lose my virginity until I was 18, and I slept with only like 4 people from that time until I got married at 24. I was very green. I didn't go out like that. I went out a little bit. I wasn't that kind of person. It just wasn't for me, and I'm not judging. I just had a different schedule, and I had shit to do, and that kept me out the streets. And that, as if I really would have been in the streets. So it kept me out of trouble. I know that. So I'm grateful for just being able to have been focused enough to at least try that first time. Try it, and I just wasn't ready. But I believe that God will see you through even some of your worst decisions. And I got a beautiful, wonderful, sweet little girl out of it that adores me. So I ain't that mad at it.
All right. Well, bro, this is my final question. And I just want to say thank you again, because it's always good when we reconnect, man. I hate that I didn't catch you before you left. But let me just give you flowers real quick, bro. I am so proud of you, bro. You inspired, like, no bullshit. Like, I know we recording, but this is no cap, bro. I look at you and say, that gentleman was in my living room and he chased his dream. I have no excuses not to chase mine.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you, bro. So my final question is this. For those who are holding out, who are just waiting to find and are praying like you did for that family, for that one person that will make it make sense, what would you tell them to not waver on? Because there are a lot of things that come and go with time and with age and circumstances. What is one thing that should be constant in a person if they are pursuing the idea of marriage?
Be honest. Be honest going in. Be honest going through, and if you have to, be honest going out. But keep your word from the beginning. I went out of my last one keeping my word. When somebody else don't hold up to their side, even if you're trying to lift them up, dead weight for so long just holds you back. So don't be dead weight, and don't let nobody be your dead weight. Make sure y'all on the same page. Make sure you're a person that can be on the same page with somebody. In the book.
Heard that. Equally yoked, bro. All right.
Hey, this is Mystique.
This is Mr. Everlasting.
And this is the Safe Word.
Safe Word. Y'all make sure y'all join us every first and third Friday of the month. Every month. We are in season 3.
Season 3.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Tap in.